I believe that.
I can just edit it. And then, Katie, I have a question for you. Are you going to kick off the session, or okay, cool.
Yeah, we got Glenn O'Neill that's really putting the system together, and he's on the East Coast, so this, I think, really glad she's doing this so he can get advantage of what comments are coming.
That's awesome.
Keep it coupled.
Better than trying to take notes.
Yeah, you never, yeah. Particularly my notes are good with
Hello folks, how are you today? We're going to begin the computer-assisted nutrient management planning program called CANMaPP. We are going to start off the session with our panel of farmers. I'd like to take the time to introduce each of our farmers to talk about the challenges of doing nutrient management. First up, we have Mr. Seth Earl. Seth, if you want to say hi.
Hi guys, how are you?
Seth Earl is a farm boy that's passionate about conservation and helping people pursue their dreams. He hails originally from southern Michigan. Seth spent time working in conservation across 7 states before moving back to Michigan and then marrying the farmer's daughter. Serving as a district conservationist in Scottsville, Michigan, he works closely with farmers to evaluate conservation alternatives. Along with his wife, Lindsay, Seth assists in agronomy and fertility management on Lindsay's family's 99-year-old, 1,600-acre, 500-cow dairy farm. Can you pronounce that last name? Is that Stanakis? Stakanis Farms in Free Soil, Michigan. Seth is very active in 4-H, FFA, and Farm Bureau. Seth and Lindsay were named in the 2017 National Runner-Up in the Young Farmer Excellence in Agricultural Contest through Farm Bureau. As young parents, they fuel their passion for the agricultural industry, they're community-minded, and their willingness to serve others as they try to instill the rural way of life for their daughters, Mackenzie and Madison. Next up, we have Mr. Bill Lindbergh. Bill, if you'd like to say hi.
Hi everybody.
Bill works for the Kent County Conservation District at the Michigan Agricultural Environmental Assurance Program. He's a MAPP technician. Prior to Kent County, Bill worked at Green Valley Agricultural, a chemical and fertilizer supplier company, for 5 years. He worked with fruit farmers as a sales associate in West Michigan. Bill has earned degrees from Grand Valley State University with a Bachelor's of Science, from Michigan State University, and from Michigan State University, a Master of Science in Horticulture. Next up, we have Mr. Mike Ludlam. Everyone should know Mike, but if you don't, shame on you. Mike started with the Allegan Conservation District in October of 2012 as the Allegan County MAPP Tech. Mike graduated from MSU with a BS in Resource and Development. In 2014, Mike was named by the Michigan Department of Agriculture as the MAPP Technician of the Year. In 2017, he was a recipient of the MAPP Technical Assistance Award and received the Exceptional Service Award from the Ottawa Conservation District. He has been responsible for facilitating over 100 verifications in Allegan County. He and his wife Heather live on a 50-acre MAPP verified farm in Hopkins, Michigan, called Windswept Farms. Windswept Farms was established in 1993 when the Ludlams began raising registered Shetland and commercial sheep. Next, we have Mr. Greg Shooks. Greg, can you raise your hand?
The only one left.
That's right. Greg operates Shooks Farm, a diverse farming operation slightly over 1,100 acres, split between cattle, corn, hay, soybeans, and cherry orchards. During the summer months, Shooks Farms has U-pick cherries. Shooks Farm typically has over 350 head of Holstein beef cattle, raised for top processors in the area. Shook's Farms beef is served in local restaurants and Central Lake Public Schools. Shook's Farms is currently building a winery and wine tasting room. Greg Shook's has many years of experience in managing manure and nutrient applications and has thorough knowledge of the challenges of record keeping for a diverse farming operation. And last, we have from the NRCS State Office, Ms. Betsy Dreerberger. Betsy, can you raise your hand? Betsy has been with NRCS over 13 years. She currently holds the State Resource Conservationist position in East Lansing. Prior to Michigan, she was a prior to that, she was a grassland forage specialist. She moved to Michigan in 1998 to join MSU Extension as an agricultural educator. Betsy earned her PhD at the University of Nebraska, where she was also the instructor for the Soil Resources course. She obtained her master's degree from Oklahoma State University and her BS degree at Illinois State University. So thank you all for joining us today. We're going to start the farmers panel discussion. So I guess I will hand off the microphone to Seth Earl to start with. If you could talk to us about the challenges in farming and what you do for nutrient management on your family's farm.
Wow, certainly a pleasure to be here today and kind of sitting in front of a crowd with a lot of people that I get to call coworkers, and so a little bit different. You know, kind of get to see me in a little bit of a different role than normal. Setting up here, talking in behalf of the dairy farming world, and by no means am I an expert. For those that don't know, a lot of the objects with nutrient management and some of the waste storage facilities is dollars. And look at the dairy economy over the past, I guess, 4 years, and really realize that some of the struggles and some of the hurdles that people have had. And with that in mind, you know, some of the decisions that we've had to make keep it really pretty interesting. We doubled in size in 2012, and that was actually, I guess, 2011 is when we started doubling in size. And oddly enough, that is when my wife and I met each other, and I proposed in 2012. So we threw a wedding into that mix too. And I think my father-in-law saw a sucker coming, and that's why he willingly welcomed me with open arms anyway. And for the last 3 or 4 years, you know, it's really been trying to hone down and figure out what we do nutrient management-wise. So in our operation, you know, as mentioned in the bio, you know, farm about 1,600 acres, 500, you know, milk about 500 cows. But the unique thing that creates opportunities for us that not all individuals have is we have 1,200 contiguous acres, where you don't have to drive down the road, you just drive across the road. And that certainly creates a lot of opportunities for us. So in 2012 and 13, we went in and put in a gravity-fed manure system in which we have we use gravity to settle our sand out. We recycle 100% of our sand and then have a